Starting out with temperatures across the valley here tonight, and it is going to be a much warmer night. We're seeing mostly lower 30s and not much more of a drop to go as clouds begin to thicken up across the area. Now, the cold that I'm looking at with our storm system just now starting to push into Illinois. As that arrives in the valley tomorrow night, that'll catch up with the backside of the rain that I'm tracking, and we'll see that change over to snow for our area. But initially, we'll spend much of the day tomorrow in the warm sector with this, dealing with mainly rain showers as we look at this on Futurecast. Dry start to the morning, but then those showers developing as we come up on the afternoon. Now, Wednesday, no concerns for travel across the valley, as most of the precipitation throughout the day will be rain that we'll be dealing with. It doesn't start to make the changeover until we get to about this time tomorrow. So you see the temperatures start to come down quickly. And as I showed you earlier in this newscast, we'll be looking at the start of our Thursday. Everybody seeing that more wintry precipitation. Now, while we may briefly all change over to mainly snow early in the morning, I don't expect that to last all day. As another area of low pressure rides up along this cold front, we'll see some of that warmer air trying to push back in, giving us more of that mixed bag of precipitation, especially to the south of Youngstown. We're talking areas of sleet and freezing rain, but to the north, mostly snow. That's where we'll see our heaviest snow accumulation. So especially up in northern Trumbull and Mercer counties, plan for this to be more of a snow scenario. But as you go further to the south, we'll be looking at more sleet, more of that freezing rain. By this time on Thursday, well, we start changing over to all snow, and that's what we'll have in place the remainder of the night into Friday morning. This is a stop at 6 a.m. Friday. We start to see this wrapping up as we get to that time of day. So for ice accumulations, the heaviest of that will be to the south. Now, this is a look at where we're seeing the potential for freezing rain accumulation. I do expect mainly south of Trumbull and Mercer counties, at least a light glaze of ice up to about 1/10 of an inch possible. So that's going to cause slick conditions underneath any snow that falls on top of that. This is a look at the sleet outlook. Now, the difference between freezing rain and sleet: freezing rain falls as a liquid and then freezes on contact to all the surfaces. Sleet falls as ice pellets and accumulates on the ground mostly like snow. So this will be look like a heavier snow on the ground. Those ice pellets will form that crunchy, icy layer underneath the snow that falls on top of it. But you see a large swath of that falling across the area. That is going to shave back totals for snow accumulations where we see more sleet versus that snow coming down. So this is the updated snowfall map. What I'm looking for: southern Columbiana County, well, looking for about 2 to 4 inches of snowfall down there, 3 to 7 as you go just a little further to the north there. The heaviest northern parts of the viewing area, about 6 to 12 inches across much of Trumbull and Mercer counties with this storm system. But regardless of the precipitation type and the amount of snow that you see, I still expect widespread travel impacts for everyone. This starts to ramp up overnight Wednesday night into Thursday morning as we see that changeover taking place. And throughout the day Thursday, difficult travel likely from icy spots to snowy roads. That'll continue into Thursday night and even into Friday morning. Still going to have slick spots to deal with. Roads will be a mess into the morning as temperatures turn much colder, and of course that'll keep that threat for slick travel in the forecast on Friday. Now, we also have the potential for some down branches that could also lead to some power outages as we start putting snow and a heavy wet snow on top of some of that ice accumulation. Well, that could also lead to some of those branches snapping. So yeah, be mindful that you could see power outages tomorrow night. You're going to want to make sure you have things charged up and ready to go. 30 degrees, that's our low for tonight. It's quiet overnight, clouds increasing, and then we're seeing that rain develop as we come up onto the afternoon tomorrow. So tomorrow afternoon and evening a little soggy, but that's not the wintry precipitation yet. That wintry precipitation comes tomorrow night, continues all day Thursday, and then Friday the chance for snow that we have is mostly in the morning. It fades as we get through the mid to late morning here, but again, notice the temperatures. That big drop sets up for us, so that's going to keep slick spots out there, making it a little difficult to clear off, especially untreated surfaces, or chip away at some of that ice. And those lows go back down below zero Friday night and still cold Saturday.